I'm glad our lives as a child of God is a life of faith. And I know tonight that we all, none of us have seen Jesus Christ. We've never seen Him physically. We've never seen God physically. But one thing about it, when we come to the house of God, when we live by faith, it's by knowing, believing by faith. The only way the Bible says it's possible, we need to understand without faith it's impossible to please God. And I'm glad, I rest assured that I'm justified by faith. But let me go on another channel here on this. We are justified by faith. But sometimes the carnal man will try to overrule the spiritual man. And in doing that, our feelings many times overrule our faith. Yeah. I want to preach a little bit tonight on this topic, faith versus feelings. Now, there's people tonight, I know that I'm saved. I know that I accepted Jesus Christ by faith. But there's times, there are circumstances in our lives that will take place that our faith becomes weak and we start going on the feelings. Sometimes I don't feel the same sometimes, but I do other stuff.
Amen, that's true.
Amen. Sometimes I don't feel like, I'm not charging hell with a water pistol like I am sometimes. I do that not as much as I ought to, amen. But there's times when I get weak. Yeah. And David even said in his psalm, he said that he knows that we're flesh. He said, David even said he was a worm in the eyes of God. So we see here the devil will try to attack our faith by our feelings overruling our faith. I got to think about a while ago. We had revival last week. And we should have seen more folk, more excited about coming to church and being more faithful to church. But you know what? We see it in the days we're living. Too many people are living by the flesh instead of walking by faith. So our faith versus feelings. Sometimes our feelings will get us in a whole heap of trouble. If you're walking by faith, you'll be all right. But too many times, people let their feelings get ahead of their faith. There's a lot of people tonight, I know that they over-dramatize situations. There are people that are, I call some of the people, they just drama queens and drama kings. They let any old thing that shouldn't make them even scratch their head just tear them out of the frame. Paul's telling the church of Rome that we're justified by faith, therefore we have peace with God through Jesus, our Lord Jesus Christ. We've got peace. Walking by faith will keep peace. But when we allow our feelings to overrule our faith, that's when the peace goes. You understand? So we see here our faith versus feelings. I mean, sometimes, like I said, I don't feel as close to God as other times. And you know what? God hasn't moved. It's probably I've moved. Well, it is in your life too. You think, preacher, I ain't moved from God, really. Mm-hmm. Read the Bible, let me see if you line up what the Bible says. And you see you're not quite as spiritual minded as you think you are. But look here. Paul said here, he said, therefore, we're justified by faith. He said here, and we have peace with God through Jesus, our Lord Jesus Christ. So we see here tonight, we need to understand our feelings sometimes. A lot of people wear the feelings on their sleeve. It don't take much. You can say one thing and not even mean nothing. About a lot of people. It don't take much to get people mad. You ever notice that? You can say, look, and I've seen people get mad over nothing. They wear their feelings on the sleeve. See, God does care how we feel, don't He? He does. He cares. But let me tell Christian is not by feelings. It's by faith. If I walked by feelings all the time, I'd probably quit a long time ago, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, the Christian life is a battlefield, is a war zone. Amen.
Amen.
And we got to walk by faith, not by sight, the Word of God says. I'll tell you what, God is interested in the way we feel. Even when Jesus saw the disciples, he even told them they were sorrowful. In John 14, he said, let not your heart be troubled. He sees us tonight and tells us the same thing. Because we say, hey, live by faith, walk by faith. Don't let that bother you, but it does bother us, don't it? Amen? We're human, and we're not perfect. Until Jesus, we won't be perfect until the Lord, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, will come back and take us home. But our feelings, all the time we get to the place in our life, we let our feelings overrule our faith, and we become feeling sorry for ourselves. Am I right? I'm right.
Man.
We say, hey, well, nobody has ever faced what I'm facing. Let me tell you what, there's been millions that have before, and there'll be millions after you to have. Too many people tonight don't understand. God is interested in our feelings. He is. You remember even in Lazarus' grave, when Lazarus died, Jesus came there and saw those folks there, and they were there and they were weeping over Lazarus that died. And the Bible said that in the very shortest verse in the Bible, he said that Jesus wept in John 11:35. So he's interested in our feelings. But you know what? You have a lot of people tonight. And look at this. I've seen it happen all over in people, all over places I've been saying. You got a lot of churches around here. It's in Sanford. It's all over the country. They base their services on feelings. That's why they have all these rocked up songs. They have all these praise and worship. And that ain't enough to toy the devil. Amen. People say, well, we got to have a praise team. But since I got saved, I've been on the praise team.
Amen.
Let me tell you tonight, what we understand tonight, people want the power, but they want to do it in the energy of the flesh. They do it by feelings, not by faith. But God is interested in the way we feel. God knows what you feel. The devil may try to tell you that God deserted you, left you somewhere on a deserted island. That's not true. But I'm talking about faith versus feelings. Faith says go on. Feelings says quit. Faith says endure. Feelings says exit it. Get out. But I'm talking about faith versus feelings. Well, faith, God is interested in the way we feel. And you know what? There's something you need to understand and we need to see tonight too. The devil is a master in making us feel bad. You remember how he afflicted Job? Now Job, the devil got permission from God. But remember how he afflicted Job. One day Job was sitting in his home, everything going well. And the next day, he was sitting in a pile of ashes, scraping his balls. Had 10 youngins he had to bury. Had no money, had no home, had nothing, lost it all. So the devil, he wants to try, he's a master making you feel bad. Let me tell you what, he'll put it in your mind. Just like he put it in the mind of Job's friends. You know, they came to, he thought they'd come to encourage him, but they came and made it worse. He told them they're miserable comforters. But let me tell you tonight, the devil will put thoughts in your mind. He'll do everything he can to get your mind off your faith and off God, and you start going by your feelings, and before you know it, you in one heap of trouble. Amen. I'm going to be honest with you, sometime on Wednesday night, we don't have all my head. It bothers me. It really does bother me bad. Because I know people can come, they won't come, they're homeless, doing something else, playing or doing something, not here. And it bothers me. And it makes the flesh rear up in me, I'm not going to lie. But see, what I understand, that's what the devil wants me to do. That's what he wants you to do too when things like that happen in your life. What do you do, preacher? I'm not saying it don't bother me. It doesn't bother me. But what I do, I just say, God, you know their hearts. And if you don't deal with it, and they keep on doing it, don't deal with it, they might be your child. Understand? Really? Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. It's quiet, but you know I'm telling the truth. Let me tell you what we need to understand tonight. The devil's a master of making us feel bad. You know what? Listen to this. It'd be horrible to lose a child. I've never lost a child. I lost a wife to death. I have. But imagine losing 10 children at one time. In one day. Not over a period of time. But all in one day, they all died in one day. And you see how Job felt. But the devil put it in that Job's mind. Where's your God now? Yeah, that's what he does when things happen. When you start feeling bad, he'll say, where's your God at now? Amen? He will. He'll try to make it out, hey, you go by feeling and say, hell, I don't feel the same. I feel like I'm being deserted. I feel like God has left me alone. And God don't care, but he does care. Amen. You got to walk by faith, not by sight, my friend.
Amen.
So we see here, as we look here, he's a master of making us feel bad. He brought about the death. You know what? You remember how it was going on? First of all, Job, you know what? His friends attacked him. That was after he lost his children, lost his folks. And then his wife come to him and said, "Once you retain your integrity, curse God and die." And the devil used other people as instruments to try to beat you down. You got to realize and be aware of that. It could be at home. Maybe on a Sunday morning or Sunday night, or maybe Wednesday night, or maybe have a good service or revival. The devil will get in that home. He'll try to make you strong. He'll use somebody that's weak to try to tear you down. I'm talking about faith versus feelings. You say, preacher, what are you talking about? I'm talking about trusting God. You got to realize, don't be ignorant of the device of the devil. He wants to make us feel bad. He wants to hurt us. He wants us beat down to the stop. He's a master making you feel bad. He'll tell you what, he'll put a temptation in front of you, and you'll yield to it, and you'll think about it, and he'll make you feel bad. He'll try to make you feel bad. Well, if you saved, you wouldn't do that.
Right.
Too many times we think, preacher, I know a lot of times we blame it all on the devil, it ain't the devil's fault. You know back in the 70s, that saying, the devil made me do it. There's a lot blamed on Satan, it ain't his fault. I'll tell you that right now. You know that? The Bible said a man's enticed when he drove away from lust. So we tell you what, we're talking about faith versus feelings. Faith goes on regardless. Even though it's not easy, though. It ain't easy. Regardless of what's going on. What's around you. You keep going on. People will hurt you. People disappoint you. People get you down. The devil will use that to make you feel bad. But people will be people. Remember that. They're going to be people until Jesus returns. You're going to have some that won't serve God. You're going to have some that'll ridicule you. You're going to have some that'll make you feel bad by taking a stand for God. Don't pay them no mind. Because the devil, I'll tell you what. The devil wants us to feel bad about ourselves, about living for God. He'll use things in our lives to try to make us beat us down. He'll use that young, he'll use that grandyoung, he'll use that spouse, he'll use that job, that employer, he'll use anything he can to keep you beat down. That's the devil that's what he wants to do, to keep us beat down. He can't get our soul, Brother John, but he sure can tear us down when you don't do that.
That's right. Yeah.
I told this, I preached this in the church several months back. And I was talking about how the devil sometimes comes and keeps bothering you so much and finally sometimes anticipates you giving up. And you say, that's right too. You say, which I ain't never felt like giving up.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what, when you get the heat turns on you hard enough, buddy, you'll start saying, hey, the devil saying there's an easy way out. You want an easy way out? He said, quit serving God and go back to the world and work. Forget about it.
Yeah.
But that ain't the easy way out, that's the hard way out.
That's the hard way, yeah.
The easy way out is fall on your knees and prostrate before holy God and say, God, I can't handle it.
That's right.
God, I know you love me, you care for me, me. I'm justified with your faith. I'm a child of God. Amen. You saved me by your precious blood. You called me, and you love me. You care for me. And I know that you're not going to let nothing come on upon me, amen, without your approval. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. I'll show you something here, folks. We see Satan's a master of making us feel bad. If we go by our feelings, you know what we're doing really? We're listening to the devil, not God. We go by our feelings. Like a lot of these folks, they say, well, preacher, I just can't cut. I just can't cut. Those people, we go by our feelings. That's what when we go by our feelings, we're not going by faith, friends. A lot of people say, well, if I went by my feelings, I'd stay home. That's about right. If you went by your feelings, you would have stayed home. But you know what keeps you going? Walking by faith.
Amen. Right.
I'll tell you what, for when you understand him, when a person gets saved, we become a partaker of the divine nature. In us, before we were saved, we had one nature, that was the Adam nature in us. When we become a child of God and we become born again, we were endued with a divine nature that was given us at the moment of our conversion. So within us, we were once used to having that one Adam nature. Now we got two natures, the Adam nature and the nature of Christ. Let me tell you what. But I know we've got a divine nature, but we still got that old nature. And that old nature, it rises up at us sometimes. In our lives, we battle that sometimes. And let me tell you what, friend, if we go by our feelings, been a many a time. Hey, people said things, if I went by my feelings, I'd have probably done things I would regret doing.
Amen.
And my daughter told me today, she said, Daddy, somebody said something in the church to me the other day, not here, but another church she goes to. She said, they hurt my feelings, Daddy. I said, honey, it's going to be like that. I said, you believe how many calluses I got on my tongue. I bite my tongue when people say things that I want to retaliate. What if people like that, you see? See, the devil, if we go by our feelings, we'll listen to the devil.
Yeah.
When we get angry and spout off and say things that's not right to others in anger, it's of the flesh. It ain't of God. It ain't of God. When we get angry, when we say things we shouldn't say, when we do things we shouldn't do, and we do things spitefully to spite others, that's not of God. Jesus said that which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the spirit. You said that, didn't you say that?
Yes.
If you feed it, you spirit. I've used this illustration. I haven't used it a long time. Y'all heard me 100. I'll tell it again. You get two same kind of size plants. Okay? You put it right there on this up here. One you water, put Miracle Grow in it. The other you don't water, you don't do nothing to it. Which one of those will grow? The one that's been fed, right? And our flesh and our spiritual man. You can tell a man or woman's spiritual condition if you're around them a little bit. Whether they're being fed by whether they're living the fleshly life or the spiritual life. You'd be surprised people tonight that once served God and stood for God. And were good people, and all of a sudden something began to happen to them. They changed their ways of thinking. They changed their ways of doing things. Their standards they once had, they have dropped their standards. I'm talking about in the fundamental independent Baptist churches have dropped their standards. My pastor friend of mine, this preacher friend of mine looking for a church, he's preached at several churches. He said, Brother Ricky, there ain't nothing out there no more. Wow. Then either they don't dress right or they use the wrong Bible. And then a lot of them do something else. People change. That flesh is always there like a lion, waiting to attack and to get out of us.
Amen.
Just like that lion, he stalks his prey. Sometimes that lion, he'll stalk that prey for hours, sometimes days, before he finds that weak spot. And when that weakness is, when that person, when that animal is at its weakness, the weakest point of the life, that's when it strikes. The devil won't bother you. He will bother you, but he'll strike when you're at your lowest point. Amen. And you know what? We need to understand this, friend. If you go by feeling, you're listening to the flesh. Listen to Satan, not by God. I've heard people say, well, if they say something to me, I'm going to tell them off. Is that godly? Is it?
No.
If they say something you don't like, well, I'm going to put it on them. What kind of Christian are you doing that?
Amen.
Now, I'll tell you something. We all fall short of that talk out sometimes. Matter of fact, it's a while ago if I can come to church. Just a while ago. They've been a person calling me, a telemarketer calling me for weeks. Weeks. And weeks. And the night I saw that number come up, I was answering this time. They started talking, I'll tell you something. Don't ever call my house again. And by the way, I'm going to take this number and call the state attorney general tomorrow and report you. All the time I was talking to a stinking recorder. But, you know what I did? I called back. What I should have done years, months ago. But see, my flesh was too stubborn. But what I did, you know what I did, Brother Josh? I called that number back. You know what I'm saying? And the recorder said, if you want to be unsubscribed to this number, just press 1. That's all I had to do. See that flesh?
That's right.
That retaliation.
Yeah. Tired of it.
What did he say? And I was wrong. I said, Lord, I'm sorry. I let the flesh come out.
Yeah.
Well, preacher, that ain't nothing to be sorry about. If you don't want to be the Holy Ghost of God, you be sorry.
That's right.
Right, man.
So many people don't. You see what's so bad about it? People get doing it all the time, and it don't bother them.
That's right.
Yeah.
And if it don't bother you, you got a problem.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'll pick each other, and I am bad pick sometimes. I do. I like it. It's in me. I can't help it. But when I get this pulpit, it's all business.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
And if I say things that I think it ain't quite right, I hurt somebody, you're talking, I'll say I'm sorry. I've called some of y'all before. Y'all know it. And said, if I said anything to offend you, I'm sorry. And I don't really, and you know what? You left me and they said, well, you shouldn't worry about preacher. But see, I did. Because the God dealt with me, said, you're not going to tell family feelings. That person's feelings. It didn't sound quite right. I'd rather go ahead and do that, eat crows, and
Amen.
walk around with the Holy Ghost and tear my hide up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You see, we've got so many people have let the devil, they use them and they go by their feelings and they're not walking by faith. They're walking by feelings, friend.
Amen. Good.
They're allowing the devil to let them think, hey, ain't no big deal. Tell them off. What kind of person do you do that?
Right.
What if you do that and maybe I go on a good invitation, invite somebody to church, and it's the one that you told off, and they come in the church, sit down there, they say, you sit there, they say, oh my gosh, there's that old hateful person that was mean to me.
Yeah. Amen.
Just like this man one time pulled up to the stop sign, that stoplight. It's past the preacher. And no one, but yeah, it was. This woman pulled up the stoplight behind his car. And said the man in front of her was occupied and the light turned green and he didn't go. The woman began to blow horn. And before you know it, she was cursing and flipping her finger. And all of a sudden she looked and she heard a tap on the door window and she had a law there with his gun pointed right at her and said, get out of the car, don't you move slow. He got out, he took her down there and booked her. Didn't know what he booked her for. What happened? He come back out there a few weeks later, brought her all of her effects with us, man was sorry. Said, we made a mistake. Said, the reason we arrested you, said, I got behind you a while ago. And I said, you had a bumper sticker that said, long as you love Jesus, and I said, meet me in Sunday school on Sunday. And so I realized that on your car, that banner man said, you must have stolen that car because it shouldn't have belonged to somebody like you, acting like you acted. You see? It does. You say, preacher, hey, let me tell you what, we got to understand this too. I'm talking about living in the flesh, walking in the flesh. It matters what your family thinks of you too, don't you know that?
Yes, sir.
You see, we think a lot of people got it in their mind, conceived in their mind, hey, I'm going to serve God, and I've got to be godly in front of people. But it don't matter when it's at home. But it does matter. Your family knows you better than anybody else. If you act like a hypocrite at home, you ain't going to leave. If you got loved ones lost, you might well mark them off. They're going to hell. Ain't nothing you do about because you ruined them.
Right.
Several years ago, this lady, the person in the church, not here no more. I went on vacation one day, and I had a good time, brother. I had just a good time. On Friday night, I told Ben, I said, it's been one of the best vacations I've ever had. I got a phone call. On the other night, I heard this girl woman just squalling. I said, what's wrong? She told me that something happened. Her daughter told her something that upset her. I said, I'll tell you something. Your daughter will not sing in the choir. Your daughter will not do anything in this church until she gets right with God and gets saved. She started crying. I said, what you crying for? I cannot stand the idea of my daughter not being able to sing in the choir. I said, I don't care if I set my youngin' down like your youngin' ain't better than my youngin' said. But you should have said it. I should have too. Come to find out the girl was queer. I was right. I'm not patting myself on the back, but I was right. You see, many times we let things go on, and we sit there, hey, look, it ain't right. And you know what? They go through the flesh. People, you think a woman was worried more about a young and not saying the choir than she was for getting saved.
Right.
And you know what happened? She told her husband said, I never stepped foot in that church, that man feel like that. I don't know. See, it made me look bad for taking a stand, but I hadn't gone to sleep over it. What I'm saying, the devil, faith versus feeling. If you go by your feelings, sometimes you'll get in a whole heap of trouble. See, the devil, he wants us to go by feelings. He wants us to blow up and spout off at the mouth. He wants our wives and husbands arguing, fussing. And he wants the youngins to come between their mom and daddy. And they want to fuss and fight. He wants the Holy Ghost of God to breathe. And he starts out at home, man. That's right. I run a lot of rabbits on that point, but that's all right. We got to understand that the Christian life is not based upon feelings. He uses our fleshly nature to bring those evil things to our mind if we allow him to. I could take your picture right now. I got my cell phone. I could take your picture. And I may not look at it for a long time. But I can pull my photo thing out, click it, and a month or two ago, from now, and I can see the picture, I'll take it. Your mind's just like that, friend. When you look at something, you may not think anything else about it, but you know what your brain has done, and it's recorded that, it's stored in this memory forever. And when the least you're expecting it, it'll flash back in your mind. Brother, I have a problem. The devil trying to put things in my mind that I done 40-something years ago.
Amen.
You say, preacher, that won't happen to me. Blow your horn, Bill. Blow your horn. Go ahead. The devil's sitting there taking note. He knows what you're going. He's going to make sure that you're going to eat those words. Understanding the Christian life, you know what? It ain't based on faith. Like I said, some Sunday morning or Monday morning I get up after preaching hard all day, I'm dragging. When I go through a trial sometime, my feelings, I tell you what, I can't base it on feelings. You can't base what we're living for God on feelings. You know what, some not here tonight? Because we're basing our life on feelings. You know I'm right. You won't admit it, but you know I'm right. I'm a pretty mild-mannered man, but I'm telling the truth. You know I am. But look here. That's why Paul told Titus and Titus chapter 3 and verse 2, he said, put them in mind to speak evil of no man. You know what? It's not based on feelings. The devil put things in your mind, friend. The Bible said, behold, love thinketh no evil, no evil. I tell you what, friend, you keep focusing on something that's not right for you spiritually. It'll come home to you, friend. I guarantee you that most of the people, Brother Josh, that's got out of church, is they base what they got on feeling more than they have faith. Because if you walk by faith and you live by faith, you're going to stay true to God. That's it. That's it.
That's true.
And you've got to understand, the devil's out to try to destroy us. He's trying to get us down. He can't get our soul. But if he can get us basing everything we have on feelings, and we base our spiritual conditions on feelings. I remember years ago, I told this, it's been a while since I told it. We used to have at our church, Long Hill Baptist Church, it was my home church, we had good church. And one lady there, she was a good woman, she loved God, Brother Mike. She loved me, I loved her. But old Sister Bessie, she'd get cranked up sometimes, she'd peeled the pain off of her. But something I really didn't like what people said. Said, Sister Bessie's here today, we're going to have a good service. But I'll tell you what, we'd have a good service whether I'm here or you did. God can move in.
Amen.
See, people base it on feelings. It ain't based upon feelings. It ain't based, you don't base it, hey, well, I felt good when I got off all. That's not what it is. I told Al in the Lord years ago, probably 30-something years ago. He said, I got on all to pray with him. He said, I got to pray. He said, brother, I don't feel nothing. I said, sir, it ain't my feelings, it's my faith. He said, the Bible says you got to come to my faith. You got to grace through faith. He prayed again. He said, I got it this time to save. Oh, tonight I went to my home church. There it was, church is still serving God.
Amen.
Amen.
You don't base it on feelings. Hey, you don't base it upon feelings. I believe a lot of times there's false profession because people base what they get on feelings. And it ain't my feelings. My faith. Because them feelings are wore out.
That's right. Yeah.
Hey, I might be feeling good today, and tomorrow I may come out through. God forbid that happens. But it ain't my feelings, it's my faith. And we need to understand that and see that tonight. Faith versus feelings. Amen. If you walk by faith, you'll have victory. You'll have peace. You have joy. Reason people haven't got the peace and joy no more, they ain't saved. If they're trying to base their life on feelings, it ain't going to work. It will not work. It will not. How do we do that, preacher? We need to learn to walk by faith. I don't know what tomorrow holds, but I know He holds tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
We need to learn to live by faith. You see, a lot of these young people, I mean, a lot of these little young people, we got these young people here and other, they've never known what it is to have a hard time, I feel. They've never known how to have to scrape the bottom barrel and get what they got to eat. They've never known. They've ever had everything given to them on silver platter, and they don't know how it is. Now they worry about paying a light bill, a phone bill, or insurance payment, a car payment, or how much money to get back and forth. Well, they never had to worry about that. You know what? Them hard times will help you learn to live by faith.
Yes, it will.
That's
right.
Yeah.
A lot of folks say, well, preacher, what do you mean you got to walk by, you got to learn to live by faith? The Word of God says that the Bible claims itself to be the Word of God. It teaches salvation through faith, not by words. The Bible says, whatsoever not of faith is what? Sin.
Right.
Every day I have to say, Lord, sometimes at night a little bit, Lord, I've done it again. Please forgive me. God, I wanted to do more today. And you know what it is? The flesh takes over our lives. So we'll get distracted from things. When we should be reading our Bible, praying. We don't watch out. We try to start watching a movie on TV. You get distracted before you know it's too late to do it.
Yeah.
Or you want to do something, you'll maybe want to go read your Bible, or maybe you go do work in your house, or you want to go outside to check on something before you know it, and get out there and forget about you're supposed to pray. But I'll tell you what, friend. Abraham believed God. The Bible says it counted him for righteousness. Amen. Abel did, Noah did, Moses, Daniel, Paul. All these men live by faith. Yet God changed the course of their lives. Are you tired of being discouraged? Are you tired of being beat down? Why don't you start living by faith instead of living by feelings? Thank you, Father, for this night. Allow us to be back in church this night. God, help us, God.
Yes.
Lord, I was preaching to myself just like I preach it to them.